Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Lady T's Kitchen. I'm just right now preparing some oxtails for a customer of mine. What you see here in front of me, I had already started seasoning it. I put smoked paprika on it and I put granulated onion powder on it. So that's what you're seeing here. There's a little bay leaf that I put in there, but I actually have some set to the side as well. So I'm gonna mix that seasoning in with the seasoning that I have prepared for it. This is the seasoning that I actually have here that I'm going to apply to my oxtails. What you see in front of me here is black pepper. You see this one right here is called Flavor Rise. Oh my goodness, I saw this on a video. Someone from Jamaica that was preparing their oxtails, and he swear by this. It's pretty much like vegetable seasoning. Has all different vegetables in it, as you can see right there, the little particles you see in there. I'm going to use that, and I'll let you know how it tastes. I did taste it, but you know I'm talking about on the oxtails once it's done. Right there, I have my allspice that I'm going to use, the darker one there. And then I have right here jerk seasoning. I also have here as well, I have the, what do they call it? It's called Marinating. This is an all-purpose seasoning. And this is also vegetable-based as well, as you can see here. So that's the first time I'm trying that. So this one, and this one is the Flavor Rise. That's the first time I'm ever trying those on my oxtails. And then we have here the oxtail seasoning over there and to the side right there next to the thyme. In the middle, we have our granulated, what is this? The granulated, I did say granulated onion powder. So that's what that is. And then we have our palmetto seeds that we're going to put inside as well. And of course, I mentioned earlier, our thyme. So, hey, you cannot make it without thyme, baby. Got to be on time. So yeah, these are the seasonings that I'm going to add to our oxtails, along with the smoked paprika, just to give it a nice little twist to it, and my granulated onion. So this is the seasoning that I have thus far. And I'm gonna do a browning. And then this is Maggie. Maggie is also brownie seasoning as well, with a little flavor. So it's pretty much like, you know, if you want to put a little, what's this here, sauce or whatever, Worcestershire sauce. So that's what we're going to actually add to our oxtails. So I'm going to mix it all together, and I'll show you the results in a little bit. Okay, so here it is. Here's my seasoning all blended together nicely here. I'm mixing it all together. But I forgot to mention, when I mentioned about this vegeta, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I saw this on Daddy's Kitchen, DEDDY. Him and his daughter and his family is so lovely. I love watching them. So much fun in the kitchen. Love that father and daughter vibe. They really, really mix well together. And then the mom comes along. She's sitting in the back talking. So I love that. But I saw that on his channel. And I also saw this one here. His daughter said that he loves this Flavor Rise. So I went on ahead and ordered me some. And I got it off of Amazon. So both of these here. So that's what I used. And I'm using on my oxtails. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of sprinkle this on here. I'll leave a little bit some on here to the side. Just going to go ahead and mix it all in. I rinsed them off really, really, really good. And I soaked them also in white vinegar. And when I did that, I actually let it sit for a minute. And then I went on ahead and rinsed it all off. So that's what you see at the bottom here. A little bit, not the actual vinegar itself, but that's the water, you know, from the residue from it. But it ain't gonna hurt at all. It ain't gonna hurt. So I'm gonna mix all this together, and I'm going to probably, no, I'm not gonna do that right now. I'll just mix this all together. So what I'm making today is the oxtails. I'm doing some rice and peas, and I'm also doing some steamed cabbage. So that's the plan, and that's what we gonna do, and we gonna make it do what it do here at Lady T's Kitchen. All that good seasoning, gotta get all that around here. Get those oxtails rubbed down. And also I'm going to let it sit. I'm not gonna cook until tomorrow, so I'm gonna let this sit overnight. But I will actually show you the results from this, so we can get all these flavors marinated together. That's what it's all about, marination. Yes. Oxtails are pretty nice sizes here. So I'm going to go ahead and just take the rest of the seasoning, because you can see that we have, you know, enough, but I'm just going to just put the rest of the seasoning here. There wasn't much left because we still have moisture in here as well. So it's going to pretty much eat up some of that. And we're just going to mix it in. The longer it sits, the better it start marinating into the oxtails there. I am going to put it in the oven. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix this together and see what happens. I'll put it in the oven and let it cook on 350 for about an hour. Once I do, and then I'm going to go ahead and you know, just turn it up a little bit and, you know, check it and all. But usually I sometimes put it in my pressure cooker. If you really want to hurry up and do it, if you don't have much time, don't be afraid to use the pressure cooker. When I tell you, I have used that thing to death, because sometimes you just don't have the time and patience to just sit there and cook. But right now I do, because it's not due until tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and take care of this. All right, I will see you in a little, and this is it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and let this marinate all night long. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and use this Grace brownie sauce. Brownie seasoning sauce. It's really dark and thick and nice and liquidy. So you just want to drizzle a little bit on the oxtails there. And you can add as much as you want, but I don't think you need much, because look at it. That's what gives you that nice dark, rich texture to it. And you see those oxtails? Oh my goodness. I grew up on eating oxtails. It wasn't hardly something I've seen recently. I mean, they ain't got real popular now. But my mom used to make oxtail soup, and we ate a lot of this. I really didn't like it when I was growing up, but not as much. You know, I didn't know what I was eating, really. You know, you ate what your mom cooked. But my mom, she could throw down. She can cook now. So whatever she cooked was always good. But I just didn't understand what I was really eating as a kid. But baby, I grew up now and realized what I'm eating. And oxtails can be very expensive. And my children, my girls, I have 2 girls, they love oxtails. Especially my baby girl. She was like, save me some. I'm like, well, this is not for you. But yeah, they don't have a problem with cooking in the kitchen either. So if they got a taste of something, they definitely would go get it. And they'll ask me to make it. But my youngest, she'll try to make her own in a minute. And she's pretty much mastering it. So yeah, let's see, here we go. Here's the brownie seasoning here. So They're good and coated. That's what you see when you actually get those oxtails. You be like, oh my God, are they cooking? Falling off the bone. Nice dark texture. Love that. All right, so that's what we just did. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and let them sit, like I said, in the refrigerator overnight. I'm gonna get up and put them on and let them cook for a good hour or so on low on 350. That's low to me. Turn it up to maybe 375, 400. All right, see you in a little. So what I did really quick before I put them in the refrigerator to marinate for a little, I also decided too that I'm gonna let them sit for about a couple of hours, and then I'm gonna put them in late, probably later, because I want them to really give it enough time to actually cook. I want them to fall off. These really tender and fall off the bones. We got some big ones, we got some small ones. We kind of mixed them up in here. So real quick, I put some olive oil in here, and I mixed it with the seasoning. So that's what you see, that marinating, that I made it like a paste so it can marinate through. So that's why it's all glycerin on. I put a little bit of that in there as well. You also can buy the oxtail marinator and just go ahead and add that in there with a little bit of your seasoning that you desire. But that's what we did. And we're gonna go ahead and let that sit. All right, I'm gone. See you in a little. Okay, so while I have the oxtails in the refrigerator marinating right now, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up my veggies for my red beans. I'll say red beans first. My rice and peas. Some people may call it just red beans and rice, but it's going to be rice and peas because they're going to be cooked together. So that's about it. And then I have my different veggies here. Let me show you here. I have my green peppers that I'm actually, green bell pepper, but I do have my orange here, yellow, I have the red, I have another green one which I'm not probably going to use because I don't really need it. I have tomatoes. I'm not going to use all of them, maybe about 2. I'll put the other ones up. They're all rinsed off as well, so remember to wash your vegetables off, please. Has pesticide on it, you know, when they're growing in the garden, coming from the garden into the grocery store, or from the field into the grocery store. And people handle them as well, so just make sure you just wash your veggies off. Rinse them down really good. I have a white onion here. I also have a yellow. So what I am going to do is I'm going to chop up a piece, not half, but even just a slither of this white onion here. After I take the peel off, and then chop it up and dice it up. And I'm gonna put that into my cabbage. So I'm gonna have that right here. Got 2 nice sized cabbage that actually needs to be washed off really good, rinsed. And we're gonna cut that membrane out the middle of it because that membrane can be very, very bitter. But yeah, you want to try to get as much green as you want, and then we're going to slice it thinly as well. And then we have our ginger. I'm going to use a piece of that ginger there and put that into the rice and peas. And I also have garlic. Got to have the garlic. I bought a bag of carrots, and they're already sliced, but I'm going to slice them again a little thinner than this here, so that we can actually have nice bite size there. I do have some Scotch bonnets, but as requested, the customer mentioned they do not want any spices in there. Not too spicy anyway, because it's not just for them, they're also having guests over. So Therefore, we're not going to use the Scotch bonnet, but I got to have them in the house. So I did buy them when I went to the grocery store, and I'm going to put these up for me. You also can take your Scotch bonnet and you can freeze it. Put them in Ziploc bags, double seal it or whatever, because I use them often, so therefore they won't go to waste. I do have some in the refrigerator, the orange ones, but these are the yellow ones. They even have red, but I got this at our local vegetable market, fruit and vegetable market. So I'm going to toss those to the side because I'm not going to use them. But yeah, back to all the dicing. So I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I just took out the inside the seeds of the green pepper here, and I'm just going to go ahead and slice thinly, not too thin, but slice. And then I'm not going to even use probably all of this, maybe about half of it, and put the rest up because I'm always using green peppers. You can also take the rest of these too and freeze them. You may see some of the, when you're in your grocery store in the freezer department, you may even see a bag of like red pepper, green pepper in the bags. That's what they do. They slice them up, and it's good for fajitas or things like that. So use them. Use your vegetables, save them, and use them for the your next meal. So I'm gonna use that. Put that over there to the side. I'm gonna put them in a Ziploc bag later. And I'm gonna go ahead and dice all the rest of these up, and we'll see you a little bit later. Okay, so I decided not to put it in the oven. I got it out the refrigerator now. It's been marinating for some hours now. And I decided to put it into my roasting pan. This is my roaster oven, I should say. Had this for a minute. It was my mom's. It is my mom's. But I actually end up getting it. She left it over here, let me use it a couple of times, and she have not gotten it back. So I love this. She knows I love it. And so I think she secretly gave it to me. But I'm going to go ahead and put a little oil in here. And I'm going to just try to sear it in here a little bit and let it cook pretty much all night until it's tender, but not too tender to the point that the meat starts to disintegrate. You want to make sure that your meat is tender on up the bone, but not to the point that it's just, dissolving, disintegrating. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm heating it up. It's at 350 right now. I think I'm going to turn it up a little bit because if I'm going to sear it, then I can turn it back down. Turn it to 375. All right. So let me get my tongs here. Wasn't a good day to be on camera. Let me see. Here a little bit of it. Not much, but it's still getting hot, so I'm going to just start adding. This thing really cooks, so I can't wait till you see the final results to this. Love it, love it, love it. Should have even turned it up to 400 so we can see. All right, I will finish these up and I'll get back with you in a little. Okay, so we're back. So I'm preparing right now my cabbage, my steamed cabbage. I shredded a lot of cabbage. This actually makes 2 cabbage, nice medium cabbages. Is that a word? Cabbages. Cabbage. I got my fresh thyme here. I just diced up me some tomatoes. I got my bell pepper, my peppers here, red, green, and yellow, and orange. I have my garlic here chopped up. I have a white onion, half a white onion chopped up. I have my scallions, my green onions. I have my carrots here, and I didn't show. So I finished up my oxtails here. My goodness, I wish I would have just showed you guys, but this is the remaining of the leftover of the broth. I took it out and put it into like one of these deep medium pans here, and I put the butter beans inside of it with the gravy that actually came from the oxtails, the broth, and then I put some butter beans, open 2 cans of that, and put it in the pan and put it in the oven for well, it's on 375 right now. And then I end up doing my red beans and rice here. Yes, I did my rice and peas. So I'm letting that cook. I'm gonna turn it down a little lower. Let that cook, and then we're gonna be good to go. Then I'm gonna steam my cabbage in this pot here. So I will show you the results in a little. Okay, so I just checked my rice and peas, and they looked really good. So one little trick that I learned too, that if you have too much water in your pot here, take a spoon and try to get rid of that water that comes up so your rice won't come out gummy. So try to get that water up. Don't want your water above your rice. You want it to be at the same level. So try to get those little pockets of water out of there. But I put some foil on here, just kind of cover it up so I can actually steam the rest of it so we can cook the rest of the way. So this is what I'm doing here. And I will show you my rice and peas. Now, I had already put all my ingredients together for the cabbage. What did I do with my phone? Oh, here it is. My little wooden little here. So, I put in my red peppers, all the peppers and everything at the bottom. And I used a little bit of this coconut oil. And then I had a little bit of my veggie oil as well. So I mixed both of those, but I let my pot get hot. Not to the point that it was burning. But I end up putting my peppers, my garlic, my onions, and my ginger in the pot. And so I let that go ahead and saute together so it can get kind of loose and soften up. And then I added some seasoning. So I end up doing that all-purpose, that I can never pronounce this, Vegeta seasoning. And I put some of my flavored rice. And I'm going to now, in a minute, add some of that Jamaican jerk seasoning. You can also wet this too. You can put some oil and you can wet this and make it into a paste. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my pimento seeds in there as well. And pimento seeds, all it is allspice, whole allspice that's have not been crushed yet. I also use allspice, but yeah, I love this. This just gives it so much flavor. And then I'm going to go ahead and add. I added the thyme in there. You probably want to just wait till you add the thyme in there. You want to add the thyme so it won't burn and render down too much. But put that at the end. I still have my scallions here, my green peppers, my green onions. I'm going to go ahead and put that in last so that I won't wilt it too much. But yeah, that's going to go in last. Other than that, I'm going to taste it, and I may season a little bit more. Oh yeah, I did put a little of that granulated garlic and the granulated onion in there. But flavor-wise, it has a little, it's not salt-based, so that's why I like to use it. Like I told you, I watched this show, this channel, I should say, Daddy's Kitchen, which I love them. And you guys need to check them out. Really, you need to check them out. And there is another lady that I just love. Her name is Jody. Oh my goodness. I absolutely love her. She has so much personality, but I just love the way she carries herself. She's a real Jamaican. I tell you, even Daddy is a real Jamaican as well. But I love the way they cook. So if you want to learn how to do some real Jamaican cooking, go check some people out. Go check them out. Check Daddy's Kitchen with his daughter Sasha. Love her. She's so sweet. She really supports her dad. I love them two together. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing here. And I am Lady T's Kitchen. There's so many different ones on there, and I love them all. I watch different, channels and all. But I am newbie. I have been posting, but I don't post much. So this is going to be a video that I'm going to upload soon. I'm going to try to edit it. I don't know. I'm not that good at all of that. Try to get my daughters to help me with that, but young people, they tend to not want to help as much as they would like. They think that we don't know nothing, but I showed you how to do it. But anywho, so I'm mixing that up, and I'm just going to go ahead and let that, simmer some more. And one thing about cabbage, I did not put any water in it because cabbage holds its own water. And my mom, she made fried cabbage. I love fried cabbage as well, but this is going to be steamed. So look at this. See that? I didn't put any water in here. Not even the water from the cabbage. My cabbage actually was sitting for a minute, so the water have already drained out of there. So you don't need to add any water into it. And I didn't put that much oil, so it's not even oily either. And the coconut oil is going to be so good with this. So just letting you know. Look at this steamed rice. The steamed cabbage is so good. So good. It looks so good already. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this lid back on here so I can let it finish up and make sure that all the veggies is tender but not too soft, because you want to have a nice bite to it. So I will see you in a little and show you the final results. Okay, so my rice is turned off. I'm going to go ahead and check out this results of the rice and peas. And look at that, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. You don't see no liquid there at all. It's steamed. Beautiful. You see the scallions, the green onions came to the top. You want to remove it if you like. That's fine. But yes, this steamed. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to put the lid back on it to keep it heat. That's off. And I'm going to check the cabbage next. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this cabbage. I forgot to tell you I added my tomatoes in there too. I did that after the onions and the peppers were softened, and the garlic and ginger. And so I added that last. And then I already went ahead and added my green onions in there too. And another little piece of thyme that was left over. And I put my pimento seeds, got a couple of them. Now if you don't want to use pimento seeds, you can just kind of sprinkle in some allspice. I put my jerk seasoning in there. And you can taste it to see if, to your liking. I'm actually going to taste it. Be sure that is tender enough. It smells so good. You can just smell it. It smells like Jamaica. I'm saying those pimento seeds. I just love it. Oh my goodness. Now this is good. This is good. I'm gonna turn my heat down a little bit more. But this is good. Now I did bring out my Himalayan salt, because my pink salt here, because I was thinking that I may need to add a little bit. But you gotta be careful with the salt. That's good healthy salt there, so it'll be good. But everyone can add their own seasoning to their veggies, or their, especially when it comes to like cabbage or your rice, you can add your own seasoning. But oh my goodness, that was good. It's a nice little bite there. I'm gonna let it cook just a little bit longer, give me a little tender. Other than that, it's good. It's steamed cabbage, y'all. That's good. So that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and check on my oxtails in here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this oxtail. Here's the butter beans in here. Look at that. I put peppers in here as well to give it some color. They cooked in that roaster for a minute, and they are tender. They are. I just didn't want them to fall off the bone because I didn't want them to disintegrate. But they are. Look at that. Nice little bounce back. I already taste them, so I know that they're good to go. Yeah, I may have to go ahead and make myself some. But like I said, this is for a client, customer of mine. And so they'll be ready to go. I'm going to kind of take some of this because oxtail gets kind of greasy. So I'm going to take some of that oil out of here too. But yeah, that's that, y'all. Take it out in a minute and we'll be good to go. Show you the final results in a minute. Okay, everyone. So my meal is done. So I'm going to show you the final results of it. Here we have our oxtails. Look at that. Still hot. Let me show you how much oil came out of there. See that? Look at that. That's all good gravy. But the oil comes to the surface. All you got to do is ladle it out. And that's what I did. We don't want to eat all that. So we got rid of that. And there's the oxtails with the butter beans. So good. So good. Here's our steamed cabbage, y'all. Oh my goodness. Look at the steamed cabbage. Put a little time with the presentation. Has a nice little bite to it, but still steamy. So I'm going to go ahead and seal it up so we can lock in all the flavors and the steam. And here is the rice and peas. Rice and peas still steaming as well. You know, rice cool down really quickly, so you want to go ahead and try to lock in those flavors. So here we have it. Rice and peas. Very flavorful. With the coconut milk inside. You can taste it. Taste the coconut milk. All the flavors. Very good, very good. So this is it. This is my meal for my customers that order this. And I hope they enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient with me. Like I said, this is my first time doing something like this. You know, as far as YouTube, just, you know, making an actual whole video. But I'm going to try to edit, or hey, I may just try to put it on there as it is. I don't want to try to make it too long, but I'm learning. But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in to Lady T's Kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Love you. I truly appreciate you.